Alright, welcome in. This is my first video ever. My name is Lex and I'm known as Lex's Magical Books on Instagram. So this is my first YouTube video. Getting started, I am doing a reading journal today. I completed one last year, so I'm hoping to post that one soon. So let's get started on what my year one is going to look like for 2025. So when you open it up, you're supposed to have this filled out. I don't have it filled out yet, so that might be something I will do later. First things first, this is my title page. Okay, I got bored, so I added some stickers. Tells me everything I like, so that's what that is. Next, I have my reading goal selfie, and I have my months here. So I read, and I will color code these based off the months that I will read them in. So I have this one for extra, just in case I go over it. And then I have these ones extra, just in case I need more. Or this could be extra room to put things on that I needed, that I didn't know I needed, type of thing. Next thing we're going to be talking about is my goals. So my goals for this year is to get active again on Instagram. Like I've already mentioned, my Instagram handle. Read 150 books, read more fan fiction, use Libby and Everland more. Those are audio used for audio purposes. Buy less books. Start a YouTube channel. Well, this is my start. All right, my rating system is like 5 stars on new favorite, highly recommend, will reread. That's including like a 4.5 as well. 4 stars, great read, would recommend, love this book, but would reread if I want to. 3 stars is a good read, enjoyable book, but didn't love it, could have been better. 2 star, not fond of this book, but I finished it. I would not likely recommend or reread, had trouble finishing it. 1 star, don't bother, skip it, poor writing, hard time finishing it, like my 2 star. On this side, I have my index. Well, I didn't make enough room to have 2 sides of the index, so I had to squeeze the side in. Yes, these are not going to match. I don't have a theme. I just went in and did what I thought was in the time I was doing it. Whatever time I was doing it, whatever was in my mood, that's what I did it in. Because this was over a couple weekends span, since I'm a full-time teacher. So my reading log, I have it all planned out. I have my lines here to split them up just a little bit. These little gray lines, I don't know if you can see it on camera. Obviously they didn't work out to be exactly 40 and 80. So yeah, we might have to be doing some adding. I do have a Dutch door, and I do have extra just in case. This is to remind me what I put on there. And then the N89 for the line. So that's a TomBow marker that I use for these lines here, if you can see them. Next thing is I have my anticipated releases. And if you see this glare, well, that's because I accidentally messed up the spine. And when I was making the Dutch doors, and I exposed the spine, and it was pulling away from the spine, so I decided to put some packing tape on there to hold it so it will last hopefully for the whole year. So I have my January releases, February, March, April, and then my tab is going to come over. I got May, June, July is down here, and August is up here. I don't even know what I did. I totally messed up, but that's okay. I have September, October, November, and December. And then this little flip out here is I was going to put a purple star once I completed it. The next thing is my bingo board. What do I have? I have 5x5, so 25 on this side, 25 on this side. They're arranged for many things. Will I get to them right now? This is what we're on, December 27th, and on my old bingo, I'm missing like 6 boxes. So yeah, this might change, it might not, because I accidentally wrote them in over here, which is my tracker in pen. You never know, I might just white out something if I didn't like it last time. But what this is that this tracker will tell me whatever my blue cover is, I'm gonna write down the book right next to it, and then I'm gonna color code like the cover, whatever the cover is, whatever blue matches it, that's what I'm going to do. Or if I did a fully annotated book and it had some golds, some blacks, some grays, I would color this box with that color. Hopefully that makes sense. Is my rereads. This year I only reread 2 books. I'm hoping to reread more this year, because there is a lot of books that I would like to reread. Okay, next is my monthly tracker. So I have this, and I don't know how I'm gonna do this yet. I have it vertically this time. Last year's journal, I have it going horizontally, so it looks like this. And I don't know if I like it. We'll see. What I'm worried about is in December of 2025, if I'm gonna have enough room, because right now I've read like 20 something books, and this is barely gonna make it. And I think I was only gonna do one, like these small boxes, to be like the small 1x1 box would be like considered my one book and have some room. I don't know yet. We'll see how it goes for the rest of the year. Okay, so my publication format year, I have audio, which you can't probably read down here. I have immersive reading, so I'm doing it physical and audio, immersive reading, ebook, and audio. This is completely different than I did this past year. I have all my color codes here. That's why this post-it note is here, to remind me what color represents each one. Next is my Hall of Fame. So my Hall of Fame, this is going to be 4.5 to 5 stars. Anything higher than that. Next is my 25 books in 2025. I have 25 books. Obviously, some of these don't have their covers released yet. These are new coming out. And then I didn't fit all 25 on here, so I had to put in a little door in here, I guess, to continue on my 25 books. And then what would I do is I would put the star rating underneath each one of these if I finish it. You'll see what I did last year too. And then we get into my series tracker. So this like peachy color is going to be the books that I read last year, because most of these I did read last year. And then hopefully adding onto it. So I do have a Dutch door, so I have this one, and I forgot to add a couple of these ones, so this is a reminder for me to add those books onto the series tracker. Yeah, this is another mess up. Ignore the tape. And I have more room just in case I need to add it. Okay, next. So I have physical TBR, and this is my regular TBR. So this is TBR that I have like on Goodreads or whatever. And my physical TBR I have not put in yet because it's not the end of December. So I will add it once we get there. Then this is my TBR. You probably can't see it, but it's very small writing. I did find this from another YouTuber. She told me what it was. It was on Pinterest. If I remember, I'll put it in the description down below. Okay, so things that were bought in 2025 in my fan fiction. So bought in 2025, how it works is I'm going to write the titles that I buy, and if I read them in this year, I'm going to highlight them. Do I know what color I'm going to highlight them? No, I don't. I don't know until I do it. And then fan fiction, excuse me. There's 121 books in here. I don't have 101 books in here. I don't have 101 fan fictions I want to read. I think I have about 20, 30. So I was going to add them here. The fan fiction is from anything. So Draco and Hermione. I have Elliot and Olivia from SVU. I have, who else do I have? I have Peggy Carter and Captain America. I have, and what was the last one? I have Obi-Wan and Satine from Star Wars. So that, and I have some from Once Upon a Time, Robin Hood, and Regina. So that's where I'm hoping to get into more fan fiction this year. I was really big into fanfic. Just haven't been in the mood to read it lately. So these are my monthly stats. So I have my months. So these are my months. How many books I read. How many of my TBRs did I complete? If it was audio, immerse. So either with an audio with the physical book or an ebook. How many DNFs did I do? How many fan fictions? How many books for my 25 and 2025 rereads, 5 stars, number of books that I bought, how many bingo squares did I fill in that month, if I had any new authors, new series I started, because I love to start new series, and arcs. Alright, and then the next thing is my TBR. So this TBR is way different than the one I showed you. This is my TBR based off of a bunch of authors. Yes, you can see some gaps. I have gaps in here just in case some of these authors get more books that I want to read, and so I can add it to the list so I don't have to cram them all together. I don't like my handwriting, so I do it with printer paper, and then what I did was I cut them out and glued them in with a glue stick. That's how I did it. So obviously I haven't read any of Sarah J. Maas's. Right now I'm in the middle of Court of Thorns and Roses. I'm hoping to finish that and then go on to the next one. So I do have a couple of these. I have Dutch Doors too. Obviously some of them I didn't leave enough room because I don't think I'm going to read any more from these authors. If I do, I'll just add them to over here where I have more space. Alright, and I have more space just in case I need it. As seen on, yes, this is I was trying something and it didn't work, but I just went with it. I saw this on JashiiCorrin's like ideas list of where I've seen some books where I got the recommendation from, write it down, and then write it where I found it. So Book Talk, BookTube, or Book Instagram. I usually use Book Instagram and BookTube the most. I'm rarely on Book Talk, so I haven't drawn like the rose yet. I don't know yet. So, and then on this side is my DNF graveyard. I DNF'd I think 3-4 books this year. So what would happen is I would put the title of the book here and just call that my graveyard for the books I didn't read. I have a feeling that I will forget to use this, so we'll find out. And then lastly is my savings tracker. So what I'm hoping to do is save a little bit more money this year, and by either using like Audible, Everland, Libby, that type of thing, and more of my Kindle Unlimited. So I don't even know what happened, but we got spots everywhere. So I think something bled through, which would make more sense. Oh yeah, probably I was going pretty hard on my grass, but oh well. Okay, so the formatting, this would be, was it a physical book, audiobook, ebook, whatever. The title of the book, the author, and how much it retails for. And I'm hoping I'm having this side and I have this side ready for it. It was supposed to have more space. Well, I messed up big time. So this taping job I don't like it, but we're gonna leave it. And then my January, this is what I created for my spread for January. So I found this look on and you can't really tell what most of it is based off of my lights, but that's okay. So I did like a golden theme, golden, silver, black theme for January because it's New Year's. So I got my fireworks that you see and everything else. So this is my stats page. So this is way different than what I did last year. I'm adding a couple things. So stats, I have number of books, my average reading, and this obviously doesn't, it goes downhill. And my ink for my ink markers, or not my ink markers, my stamps like smeared, and I don't like it, but that's okay. My average reading, like the average like star rating I had, number of hours, if I remember. There was a couple other things I wanted to add. There's also, I'm gonna have like a section for like my books bought. I have my TBR ready to go, so I'm wanting to read Ahsoka from Star Wars, Once Smitten, Twice Shy, that's from Chloe Leese, Wildcat from Rebecca Genshak, Passion or Penalty, this is off my 25 and 2025, actually both Wildcat and Passion or Penalty are. If I actually spelled it right, that would have been great. Lexi. When Villains Rise, this is from Gian Darling, and then Swift and Saddled. I read the first one, I want to finish it up. And then how this page, I'm hoping this is actually going to work. What I'm wanting to do, I saw this on, I don't remember her YouTube. Don't remember Erin, first name's Erin, don't remember what her YouTube is called, but she did this in one of her setups, and I really liked it. You have your whole month of January, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the book here, and I'm going to have it however long this is. I'm going to put it across the way, highlight it, and write the title. Like I have been doing, I've been reading a book in a day, so I might do a little key down here. It all depends. Once I'm back in school as a teacher, it normally takes me a couple days to read something, so I should be able to fit the title. And so I have multiple boxes just in case, like if I go from January 1st and I go to January 3rd, I'm done there and I start another book that day, I have room to put it down here, and then I'll move back up once we move on. So I'm hoping this actually looks really good. I'm also supposed to put, I don't remember what I'm supposed to put on this. Oh yeah, so I normally print out my book, what are they called? The book stickers from my Canon Ivy, and I print them out and I normally put them here. And then what I normally do is I put them, they look something like this. I actually have one ready. It's from The Naturals, which I'm reading right now. I'm like in the middle of 5 books. I have that, and then I usually put one of these on there, so it's a little sticker thing, a sticker sheet. The backside sticky, so I cut them out, and I have one for audiobooks and e-reader. So this is my e-reader one, and then I have one for physical. I put that on there, and then I have my stamper for my star rating. I use it all the time, so this is how I rank my rating on this side here. That's what I'm hoping to do. I have a feeling I might run out of room because this took up so much space. Ooh, that's probably making me dizzy. But I ran out of room here, so if I have to, I can move on here, and then I would just move I already planned out like my February cover. I planned out the rest of the year, but I think I'm gonna have to move these. So I just want to say thank you so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Tell me in the comments what you have done for reading journal, if you do one. I would love to see what you guys do. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much. Bye.